Hey beauty lovers, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new, welcome. Today's video is going to be getting ready with me while answering some kind of funny, awkward, random questions from the internet. So if you want to see how I got this look and you want to hear me embarrass myself maybe a little bit, go ahead and stay tuned. Alright guys, I've zoomed in nice and close so you can see exactly what's going on. I also want to apologize in advance. My voice is kind of going in and out. I've been sick this past week and I'm slowly getting better, but my voice just isn't there 100% yet. So bear with me as I sound like a frog throughout this video. I also want to say a big thank you to Kimberly. She was the person who suggested this video. I always love getting suggestions. I've gotten a few this week and I'm like incorporating all those suggestions into my video schedule. So thank you so much and please keep them coming. I love it. Alright, so the very first product I'm going to be putting on today is going to be the e.l.f. Pore Minimizing Primer. This is $6 at drugstores, and I should mention that everything I'm using today you can find at a drugstore. Like Target or Walmart, or I even consider Ulta to be half drugstore at least. The only exception to that rule is I'm using two different Colourpop products, but I feel like they can kind of be put in that category because of the price, but they are exceptional quality too. I'm just going to take a small little pump of the primer, something like that, and I usually just focus on the areas that really need the primer the most. So I usually stick to my chin, my cheeks and nose, and my forehead. I try to avoid around my eyebrows because I feel like when I go to do my eyebrows, if I put primer all over them, my product doesn't stick as well. Alright, so while my primer sits, because that's a really important step, is to kind of let it set into your skin for a few minutes before you put foundation on it. The next step that I usually do is I go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. Obviously, I don't have much eyebrows at all. I kind of feel like I'm pulling a Jeffree Star thing right now with like my invisible brows. They're there, they're just like transparent. So we're going to go ahead and fill those in. The first product I'm going to be using on my brows today is the Colourpop Precision Brow Color, and this is in the color Dope Taupe, which is kind of like a light brown. And it's just a little pot of color. A lot of people use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of like that. It's like a gel cream type of thing. And I go ahead and start filling them in. I would be answering questions right now, but it's kind of hard to focus on your brow while answering questions at the same time. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this started, and then we'll go into like the goofy questions that I promised. So once I've filled in with the Colourpop product, I'm going to go ahead and take this e.l.f. brow palette in the shade medium, and it has a gel and a powder, and I'm going to take the powder side of it and just lightly fill in maybe some of the spots that the gel didn't cling to. Alright, the final step in my brow game, and then I promise we'll get to the questions, is a NYX Tinted Brow Mascara, and this is the shade Brunette, and I just go over ever so lightly to give the hairs like a little pop and make them look a little bit more natural. Alright, I've got my brows on. I know they look a little wonky right now, but I'm going to go ahead and fix them up with concealer too. But before we get into that, let's go and start with our weird questions. Again, this is just like a list I found online, and it's over 100 random questions. So the first one is, if you have $3 to spend at the dollar store, what 3 things would you buy? Wet n Wild makeup brushes. I can't leave that store without picking up at least one crease brush, if not 2 or 3. They're my favorite crease brushes. I actually have one right here. If you had to take a pie to the face, what flavor would it be? I'm going to go with key lime because it's my favorite. So there you go. What is your biggest guilty pleasure? Guilty pleasure. Probably going on like makeup shopping sprees and not telling my husband. Sorry, Keith. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up my brows now. They actually don't look that bad, but I do see like a tiny little smudge right here that needs to kind of be sharpened up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and take my concealer, which is the Catrice Cosmetics, which you can find at Ulta. And this is the Liquid Camouflage shade. Or I'm sorry, brand. And this is the color Porcellain. And I just put like a little smudge on the back of my hand. And take a little flat brush and just kind of outline my brow. Alright, so now we're a little bit cleaned up. I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of this concealer and I blot it all over my eyelids and I use that as my eyelid primer. Eyeshadow primer? Okay. Do you think footy pajamas are cute? Yes, absolutely. I own a pair. Do you think bald is sexy? I think it can be. Absolutely. There are people out there who totally rock the bald look. I wish I could be one of them. One of my best friends shaved her head for St. Baldrick's once when we were in college, and she was like stunning when she was bald. I mean, she's stunning now too, but like she was definitely one of the people who could pull off the bald look. If you were a supervillain, what scandalous crime would you commit? Probably stealing like clothes or makeup or something crazy like that. I'm going to go ahead and take, this is just like an old e.l.f. pressed powder that I have in the color Ivory, and a fluffy brush, and just really lightly set the concealer on my eyelid, and that just makes it everything easier to blend. Alright, so the eyes are set, they're primed. The next step in my little routine is to go ahead and start with my eyeshadow. Today, like I said, I'm going to be using Colourpop. This is the Colourpop All I See Is Magic, and this is still for sale on their site. I got it on sale. I want to say I got it for like $12.50. I think right now it might be $16. But I love this palette. I use it all the time. I love the colors in here. Great formulas. I do love it. So I'm going to go in first with this top color right here, this kind of tan, and that's going to be my transition shade. So I'm just going to put that like all up in the crease. What's your least favorite movie and why? I don't know if I had like a least favorite movie, but I don't like the romance genre in general. It's just like not my thing. Do you talk to animals? I talk to animals, specifically my cats, probably more than I talk to human beings. So yes, absolutely. Do you know how to do the Macarena? I am a 90s child. I grew up doing the Macarena. Absolutely. What's the exotic food you've ever tried? Exotic. Does sushi count? I don't know. If you were going to chug 2 liters of any beverage, what would it be? That would be water because it's easy to do and it's good for you. So we've got that first shade on. I'm going to go ahead and darken up the crease a little bit. So I'm going to take this kind of like, what is this, mauve? I don't know. Light purple tan color. I really don't know, but it's really pretty and I use it all the time. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of that on the same brush and go into the crease, but kind of keep it lower in the crease and not blend it up so much. I once saw in a Facebook group, a woman asked, she's like, how much should I be blending? And the best answer that everyone seemed to be loved, they're like, you need to blend until your hand hurts. And that's literally what I do too. What food would you consider your mortal enemy? Brussels sprouts. Ugh. No, no, fennel. I hate fennel. Anything fennel flavored. Nope. Sorry, nope. If Voldemort asked you to join him, would you? Fuck no. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. So I like that that's even like a question on here, but no. I would not go to the dark side. Alright, I think I have blended enough. I'm not going to darken it up anymore. I know it's kind of like light and natural, but on an everyday basis, I don't wear dark eye makeup. I just kind of like to pop something on the crease and pop a little like shimmer on my lid and be on my way. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. I'm going to take a flat shader brush and I'm going to mist it with a setting spray. I'm using the Hard Candy Glow spray right now. And again, I'm going to go ahead into the same palette and I don't know if you can see it. It's like a light shimmery shade, a nude shimmery shade. And I'm just going to put that right on my lid. Do you prefer full beard, groomed beard, short stubble, or clean shaven? Not a full, like, big, bushy Duck Dynasty type of beard, but I do like a little bit of a beard. Do you think rock, paper, scissors is an effective way to solve disagreements? Absolutely. It's how me and my husband decide who's giving Charlotte her bath for the night. Once I put that shimmery shade on my lid, I go ahead back with my crease brush. I don't add anything to it, but I kind of blend the two together so there's not like a harsh line or anything. When you were little, what did you want to be when you grew up? I think I wanted to be a marine biologist for a while. I'd have to check with my parents about that, but I feel like I wanted to be a marine biologist for a while. I also wanted to go into the Navy in high school, so there's something. According to one lady who was a contestant on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, elephants are bigger than the moon. How does that make you feel? I'm not surprised. There are a lot of dumb people on this earth. What trend or style did you rock in middle school or high school that you realized was ridiculous looking? Oh, I know. The belt over the top of your shirt. Like, around your waist still, but over the top of your shirt. I was like the queen of that, and I didn't realize it looked so stupid until I started like looking back at pictures. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner, and I use the e.l.f. liquid liner, and this is a brush tip, not with a pot. I'm not a huge fan of felt tip. The next question is, in your opinion, is it mentally possible for a person to like both cats and dogs? Yes, absolutely. I have 2 cats. We're planning on getting a dog in the near future. Absolutely. Alright, so my wings are done. I'm going to wait to put my mascara on. I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation, and then I will finish up my under lash line, and then I put mascara on as my last step. So before I put my foundation on, like I said, I have my primer on already. I'm going for a little bit more of a dewy look, and because it wasn't an illuminating primer, I go ahead and add Physicians Formula Rosé All Day, and this is a brightening and tightening serum, and it just adds a little glow to the face. So it's a little dropper. I use a tiny little bit and just kind of blot it all over my face. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation today, and this is the shade Natural, which I believe is the lightest shade. I could be wrong though, but it's the lightest I've ever found. And it is a medium cover foundation, but I do find that it does cover redness well. So I just pump one little thing onto the back of my hand and take a damp beauty blender, a Real Technique sponge, and just go ahead and start dabbing it on. And I never need more than that one pump on the back of my hand. What song can you absolutely not resist singing whenever you hear it? Africa by Toto, but I think that goes for a lot of people. Do you still watch the Disney Channel? I do not. I just don't like enjoy the shows that are on there. Unless it's like they're putting a classic Disney movie on, then I'll watch it. If you were in Jurassic Park, how long would you have survived before getting eaten? I wouldn't get eaten because I can run in heels like that bitch in Jurassic World, so I think I'd be good. Can you put on makeup with your mouth closed? Believe it or not, yes I can. What Disney prince is the hottest? I'm gonna go with Prince Eric from The Little Mermaid. Those eyes, man, they're dreamy. What's worse for you, bad hair day or a muffin top? Muffin top, because those are harder to get rid of. Bad hair day, you can wash your hair and be done or throw a hat on. What kind of question is that? Would you rather run a marathon with your shoes filled with Jell-O or your hair doused in oil? I'd rather not run a marathon at all. If you were pulled over for speeding, what excuse would you use to explain yourself? Probably like that I had to take a shit or something like that. Oh, here's one. What video on YouTube could you watch over and over again? Don't laugh at me. That Charlie the Unicorn. Charlie, it's a magical Leopardon, Charlie. That one I still find hilarious to this day. Would you rather know that the world is coming to an end or be completely oblivious to it? I think I'd rather be oblivious. So I think I'm all blended in. I'm going to go ahead and conceal now. And I'm going to go back with that same concealer as before, and that's the Catrice Cosmetics Liquid Camouflage in the color Porcellain. What is your favorite kind of outfit? Leggings and an oversized sweater. Not sweatshirt, but like sweater. What's something that you always have in your grocery shopping cart? A bottle of wine. Alright, now that everything is on, I'm going to go ahead and set everything, and I'm going to be using the ever so popular Coty Airspun, and I have the honey beige shade. A lot of people just use the translucent white. It's whatever you want to do, but you can get this at like Walmart and Target. I got mine off of Amazon. I think it's $6, so it's really cheap. It's a lot of product. Some people do have a problem with this because they don't like the smell of it, and it does have like a very strong perfumey smell to it, so I can get where people come from, but the smell dissipates once it's on your face, so I don't really have a problem with it. Alright, the next step in my process is to go ahead and add a little bit of bronzer because I'm so pasty white. I don't contour on a day-to-day basis either, so I'm not going to do that. One of my requested videos is how to contour for beginners, so I am going to go ahead and film that later this week. So keep your eye out for that if you want to learn how to contour. But I'm using to bronze the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I love this stuff. It is a little bit pricier for like the drugstore side. It's, I believe $14 is what I paid for it, but it's awesome. It smells like vacation or something, like really good sunscreen. I love it. So I just round my brush in it a little bit and tap off as much extra as I can, and I kind of put it on the high points of my face where the sun would naturally hit you. The next step in my process is to go ahead and do blush. I'm going to be using the Milani Baked Blush, and it's the one that looks like a flower. And this is in the color Blossom Time Rose. Here's a fun tip about doing blush that a lot of people don't realize. There's called the 2-finger rule. So you go ahead and take 2 fingers and you place them on the side of your nose, and where it ends is where your blush should begin. It should go right above your bronzer, and then you blend it. If you like blush right here, that's up to you. It's whatever you feel good looks on your face. But I try and cover a lot of redness right there, so I don't want to go ahead and add more to it. So I find that this method works well for me. Alright, the last step for the face is going to be the highlight, which is my favorite part. I have a sick obsession with highlighters, so today I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow, and these I believe are like $4 or $5 at drugstores, and these are phenomenal. I absolutely love these. I know if you watch other beauty channels, you've heard people talk about them before. They do such an amazing job. So I'm going to go ahead and just go right above the blush and just swipe up. If you had to shave your head, would you sport hats, wigs, or rock the bald look? I'd probably do a little bit of each. Like, why stick to one thing? You can do so many different things and try so many different looks. Why not do that, you know? Alright, so my highlight is done. So I'm going to go ahead and do my bottom lash line now. So I'm actually just going to take that same like mauve-y color that we used for the crease. And I'm going to take it on a flat brush and just kind of line my bottom line with it. Alright, so my bottom lash line is lined with that color, and the very last step I'm going to do is going to be highlight my inner corner, which I know a lot of people don't like that, but I still do. And I'm using this like white shade right there in the palette, and I'm just taking a little pencil brush and dabbing it in there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put some mascara on. I don't wear false lashes on a day-to-day basis either. So I'm going to be using Essence, the False Lash Mascara, and this is the Dramatic Volume Unlimited. And this is less than $5 at Ulta, and a lot of the times they have buy one, get one half off. So I always stock up on those. I love this mascara, and I definitely will be repurchasing it. The last step is lips. I'm going to be using this e.l.f. liquid matte lipstick, and this is the color Tea Rose. And it's a very nice like dusty rose color. I love it. Alright, my lips are a little bit dry, so I'm just going to go ahead and pop a little bit of lip gloss over the top of this lipstick. I just pulled this random one out, and I'm not even sure the brand of it. It just says BR, so I don't know what brand that is, but it's like a light pink glittery type of thing. A few more questions before we are done. What celebrity would you most like to be? Probably Kristen Bell. I love Kristen Bell. I think she's hilarious. She's so fun. And she's super like real to who she is. Have you ever found a pizza guy attractive at 3 in the morning when I was drunk? I think I'd find anyone who brought me food attractive. How many pairs of shoes do you own? Probably about 50. I really need to cut down because like half of them I won't even wear. Alright, and last question we're going to do. How long would you survive a zombie apocalypse? Not long, because I hate running, so I'd probably give up pretty fast. Alright guys, this is your completed look. This is typically something that I would do for my day-to-day routine, whether that's going to work or hanging out with a friend. I probably wouldn't do this like whole thing for a grocery store, but if I'm going out and doing something, that's definitely kind of the base that I go off of. So if you like these videos, I do plan on doing more Get Ready With Me's, and hopefully next time I'll be answering questions from you guys. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave me a message down below, and I will add them into my video list that I plan on recording. If you like me, if you like my videos, and you want to see more from me, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Alright guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.